Hello, my name is George Falconer, and I'm going to read a short passage from Matthew's Gospel, chapter 25, and from verse 14. And this is the parable of the talents. Again, it will be like a man going on a journey who called his servants and entrusted his property to them. So they're being entrusted with a great deal responsibility for their master's property. So one he gave five talents of money, to another 2 talents, and to another 1 talent, each according to his ability. So they're given this responsibility, this money, according to the talent, to the ability they have. Personally, I'm probably a 1 talent man, but some people are given more responsibility, and you need to use it well. The man who had received the 5 talents went at once and put his money to work and gained 5 more. So also the one with the 2 talents gained 2 more. But the man who had received the 1 talent went off, dug a hole in the ground, and hid his master's money. I wonder if he was afraid and just thought, I've been given this responsibility, and I've been given it according to my ability, remember. With ability comes responsibility. And yet he decides, I'm going to bury it, and I'm not going to make more money, more talent for my master, but at least we won't lose. So he's buried it, thinking probably I'm keeping it safe. After a long time, the master of those servants returned and settled accounts with him. So he's waited a long time. He has more than enough opportunity to invest his 1 talent, as the others had done. 5 talents invested, comes back with 10. 2 talents invested, comes back with 4. 1 talent buried in a hole. Didn't use his ability at all to invest the money. The man who had received the 5 talents brought the other 5. Master, he said, you entrusted me with 5 talents. See, I have gained 5 more. His master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. That's what we want to hear from the Lord, Well done, good and faithful servants, when we die and we're about to face his judgment. Will he say, well done, good and faithful servant, enter into your master's rest? Or will he say, depart from me, I never knew you? Because there are scriptures that warn us that there are those who think they're saved, but he'll say, depart from me, I never knew you. You have been faithful with few things, I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. The man with the 2 talents also came. Master, he said, you have entrusted me with 2 talents. See, I have gained 2 more. His master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. There it is again. Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. So it seems to me from this parable that there are rewards for service in heaven. How it works out, what it is, I can't tell you, but there's rewards for the way in which you have served the Lord, it seems to me. Then the man who had received the 1 talent came. Master, he said, I knew that you are a hard man, harvesting where you have not sown, and gathering where you have not scattered seed. So I was afraid and went out and hid your talent in the ground. See, here is what belongs to you. And he knew his master was making demands of him. He knew that his master expected him to invest the monies. Is what he's really saying. I knew you were a hard man. Now, if you know that God expects things of you, that God has given you abilities, you should be using them for God's glory, is what is being said here. His master replied, "You wicked, lazy servant. So you knew that I harvested where I have not sown, and gather where I have not scattered seed." He knew that God harvests where he has not scattered seed. He knew that God was expecting things of him. So if he knew that, why didn't he act on that? "Well then, you should have put my money on deposit with the bankers, so that when I returned, I would have received it back with interest. Take the talent from him and give it to the one who has the 10 talents. For everyone who has will be given more, and he will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what he has will be taken from him and thrown that worth of service outside into the darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth." Thrown out into the darkness. God's punishment for not doing what is expected of us. And that's a salutary warning. And I think that's a salutary warning even at any time of life. You know, when you're young, you're discovering what your talents are. And when you're older, well, things will change. But you should still be using your abilities to honor the Lord, to serve him, because that's how we glorify him, praising his name and using the abilities that he has given to him. That is effectively why I have started making these videos, because at least I'm using the teaching talent that God has given me. What talent has God given you? It doesn't have to be teaching, and probably isn't, but it could be looking after people. It could be, encouraging people. It can be certainly praying for people. All sorts of abilities, talents God has given in abundance, and we should be using them well in the service of the Lord. Otherwise, you're like the one talent man who's thrown out into the darkness because he didn't use what God gave him and use it wisely to gain more for God's kingdom. In closing, I'm sitting in a bus shelter, as you can see, but the bus shelter's almost like a library. See? And I'll leave you with the thought: are you a 5-talent man or woman, a 2-talent man or woman, or a 1-talent one who buries it in a hole? Please don't bury your talent in a hole.